Good morning, all of you. This is Sudhakar Lakawat, Department of Pharmacology, KMC Warangal. Today's our topic is aminoglycosides and microlides. So, aminoglycosides are potent broad spectrum of antibiotics that are useful for treating severe infections. Many aminoglycosides are poorly absorbed in the GI tract. Therefore, the majority of aminoglycoside given intravascular or intramuscular, that is IV or IM. So, aminoglycosides are potentially nephrotoxic and neurotoxic. So, they should be administered cautiously. So, blood peak levels should be performed to titrate safe dosing per each patient because these aminoglycosides have nephrotoxic and neurotoxic. So, blood peak level should be monitored carefully for every patient for safe dosing. So, indication streptomycin is used for streptococcal endocarditis and a second line treatment for tuberculosis. Neomycin is used in the treatment of hepatic encephalopathy and as an adjunct therapy to a lower ammonia level and is also used as a bowel preparation for colon procedures. So mechanism of action of aminoglycosides. Aminoglycosides are bactericidal agent. They inhibit protein synthesis. So entry of aminoglycoside into the bacterial cell require oxygen. When aminoglycoside entered into the bacterial cell, they bind to 30S ribosomal subunit. When aminoglycoside they bind to 30S ribosomal subunit, then what will happen? They block the initiation of protein synthesis and they cause misreading of mRNA. So, misreading of mRNA causes premature termination of protein synthesis and incorporation of incorrect amino acid into the growing polypeptide chain. So this will cause formation of defective or non-functional proteins. So when non-functional protein form, this incorporation of defective protein into the bacterial cell membrane. So there is altered permeability and disruption of the cell membrane. Okay, bactericidal effect. Okay. So major class of protein synthesis inhibiting antibacterials. So tetracycline, they bind to 30S ribosomal subunit and block the binding of tRNA and thereby inhibiting protein synthesis. And this aminoglycoside bind to the 30S ribosomal subunit and impair poor feeding resulting production for faulty proteins. Like chloramphenicol, macrolides, and lincosamide, they bind to the 50S ribosomal subunit and prevent peptide bond formation and stop protein synthesis. Streptomycin first discovered by Waxman in 1944. So, natural and semi-synthetic antibiotics. These are produced from actinomycetes. Those obtained from streptomyces have suffix mycin. For example, streptomycin. Those obtained from Micromonospora have suffix mycin, MICIN. For that example is gentamicin. So please be concentrate everybody. Streptomycin discovered by Waxman in 1944. These are natural and semi-synthetic antibiotics. These are produced from actinomycetes. These are produced from actinomycetes. And those obtained from streptomyces, they have suffix mycin, MYCIN. For that, example is streptomycin. And those obtained from Micromonospora have suffix MICIN, mycin. Example, gentamicin. So aminoglycosides are classified as systemic and topical. So systemic aminoglycosides are streptomycin, gentamicin, kanamycin, amikacin, sizomycin, and tobramycin, netilmycin. And topical aminoglycosides are neomycin, pharmacetine, and polymyxin B. Neomycin, pharmacetine, and polymyxin B. Post-antibiotic effect. Bactericidal effect is present even when serum concentration falls below MIC, that is minimum inhibitory concentration. Therefore, once daily dosing regimen is effective. So aminoglycoside exhibit concentration dependent killing effect. That means bactericidal effect is present even when the serum concentration falls below the minimum inhibitory concentration level. They also possess significant post-antibiotic effect. Single daily dosing at least as effective as and no more toxic than multiple dosing. Mechanism of resistance. So bacterial resistance to aminoglycoside is due to inactivation of the drug by bacterial enzymes and decreased entry of the drug into the bacterial cell. Okay. Bacterial resistance to aminoglycoside is due to number one, inactivation of drug by bacterial enzyme. And number two, decreased entry of the drug into bacterial cell. Number three, decreased affinity of the drug for the ribosomes. Number three, what? Decreased affinity to the decreased affinity of the drug for the ribosomes. So synthesis of plasmid mediated bacterial transferase enzyme inactivate aminoglycoside and decrease transport into bacterial cytosol or deletion or alteration of receptor protein in 30S ribosomal unit by mutation. This prevent attachments. So like this resistance will occur. So antibacterial spectrum. Primarily against gram-negative aerobic bacilli, that is Proteus, Pseudomonas, E. coli, Enterobacter, Klebsiella, and Shigella. Only few gram-positive cocci, that is Staphylococcus aureus, Streptococcus viridans, and not effective against gram-positive bacilli, gram-negative cocci, and anaerobes. Pharmacokinetics. A highly polar basic drug, poor oral bioavailability, administer administered parenterally or applied locally, poorly distributed and poorly protein bound, do not undergo any significant metabolism. Nearly all IV dose is excreted unchanged in urine. Dose adjustment is needed in renal insufficiency. Those patients who is suffering with a kidney disease, they should be needed dose adjustment because these drugs are highly nephrotoxic and ototoxic and nephrotoxic. Clinical use. Gram-negative bacillary infection like septicemia, pelvic and abdominal sepsis, and bacterial endocarditis like enterococcal, streptococcal or staphylococcal infection of heart valves. Pneumonias, tuberculosis, tularemia, plague, brucellosis, and topical neomycin and pharmacetine. Infections of conjunctiva or external ear. In fact, topically neomycin and pharmacetine The used topically. These two drugs are used topically. That is infection of the skin and mucous membrane, ulcers, wound and burns, and infection of the eye and external ear. Neomycin is often used in combination with bacitracin or polymyxin B. And infection of conjunctiva or external ear, and to sterilize the bowel of patient who receive immunosuppressive therapy before surgery in hepatic coma. So these have known side effect, that is nephrotoxic, ototoxic, neuromuscular blockage, and etc. That is teratogenicity. So ototoxicity, uh, aminoglycoside impairment of third cranial nerve function, and maybe irreversible. Uh, and in ototoxicity, cochlear damage will occur. So there is a hearing loss and tinnitus. This is more with neomycin and amikacin and kanamycin. Cochlear damage is more with amikacin, kanamycin, and neomycin. Vestibular damage, uh, vertigo, ataxia, and loss of balance. More with streptomycin and gentamicin. Ototoxicity, vestibular damage, more with streptomycin and gentamicin. Tobramycin has both type of toxicity, that is cochlear damage and vestibular damage. And nitylmycin claimed to have low ototoxicity when compared to tobramycin. And nephrotoxicity, gentamicin, amikacin, and tobracin are more toxic than streptomycin. These are responsible for 10 to 15% of all renal failure cases. Reversible if the drug promptly discontinued. Decrease glomerular filtration rate and increase serum creatinine levels. Decrease clearance of antibiotic, that will increase ototoxicity. Neuromuscular blockage, cause NM junction blockade by displacing calcium from neuromuscular junction. By blocking postsynaptic NM receptors, inhibit acetylcholine release from motor nerve. Neomycin and streptomycin more propensity. Neomycin and streptomycin, they are more propensity. Tobramycin least likely to produce it. And myasthenic weakness increased by these drugs. Myasthenic patient will more susceptible to aminoglycosides. So these drugs should be avoided in myasthenia gravis patient because they inhibit the acetylcholine release. Precautions and contraindication. Pregnancy. In pregnancy, this drug should be avoided because of fetal ototoxicity. With other ototoxic drug, furosemide and minocycline. With nephrotoxic drug like vancomycin and cisplatin, in elderly patients and those with kidney disease, these drugs are contraindicated or should be used cautiously. And these drugs do not mix with any other drug in the same syringe because crystal will form, precipitation will form. So if these drugs will mix with any other drugs in the syringe, they will form the precipitation in the syringe. Streptomycin. Ribosomal resistance develop fast to streptomycin. Limited usefulness as single agent, plague, tularemia, and brucellosis. In combination with tetracycline should be given. Uh, this is due to streptococcal virulence and with penicillin, but gentamicin preferred. Reverse first line drug for tuberculosis is used only in combination. Reverse first line drug for tuberculosis used only in combination. Gentamicin obtained from Micromonospora purpurea, most commonly used aminoglycoside. This is more potent than streptomycin, broad spectrum antibiotic. It is active against Pseudomonas, Proteus, E. coli, and Klebsiella, Enterobacter, and Escherichia. Low cost and reliability of use and long exercise experience. Act synergistically with ampicillin. When given with ampicillin, it will act synergistically. Penicillin G, ticarcillin, ceftriaxone, and vancomycin. It is ineffective against Mycobacterium tuberculosis. Gentamicin is ineffective against Mycobacterium tuberculosis. Relatively more nephrotoxic. Gentamicin uses. Gentamicin uses are restricted to serious gram-negative bacillary infection, septicemia, sepsis, fever in immunocompromised patient, and used with penicillin. Pelvic infection with metronidazole. SABE with penicillin G or ampicillin or vancomycin. Coliform infection with ampicillin or ceftriaxone. Pseudomonal infection with ticarcillin. Meningitis by gram-negative bacilli. Third generation cephalosporin alone or with gentamicin. Tobramycin. Tobramycin, identical to gentamicin, used in Pseudomonas and Proteus infection. Ototoxicity and nephrotoxicity probably lower when compared to gentamicin. Sizomycin, this is identical to gentamicin, more potent on Pseudomonas and beta hemolytic streptococci. It is used interchangeably with gentamicin. Amikacin. Amikacin is less toxic semisynthetic derivative of kanamycin, resistant to enzyme that inactivate gentamicin and tobramycin. Wide spectrum activity uses same as gentamicin. Reverse drug for hospital acquired gram negative bacillary infection and multi-drug resistant TB along with other drugs. A dose is 15 mg per kg per day in 1 to 3 doses. Netilmycin, semisynthetic derivative of sizomycin. Netilmycin is a semisynthetic derivative of sizomycin. It is relatively resistant to aminoglycoside, inactivating enzymes. Relatively resistant to aminoglycoside inactivating enzymes. More active against Klebsiella, Enterobacter, and Staphylococci. It is less active against Pseudomonas aeruginosa, and dose and pharmacokinetics are similar to gentamicin. Neomycin, wide spectrum against gram-negative bacilli and some gram-positive cocci. Pseudomonas and Streptococcus pyogenes not sensitive, too toxic for parenteral use. Neomycin should not given parenterally because it is too toxic. Limited to topical use. So special administration consideration. Aminoglycosides can result in many adverse effects for the patient, and therefore the nurses should monitor the patient carefully for sign of emergency concerns. So peak and throw levels are used to titrate this medication to a safe dose. Aminoglycoside can be nephrotoxic, the damage to the kidney, and neurotoxic, the damage to the nervous system, and ototoxic, damaging the ear. Nurses should monitor the patient receiving aminoglycoside for sign of decreased renal function such as declining urine output and increasing blood urea nitrogen, creatinine, and declining glomerular filtration rate. Indication of damage to the neurological system may be assessed as increasing peripheral numbness. Indication of damage to the neurological system may be assessed as increasing peripheral numbness and tingling in the extremities. Tingling in the extremities. And additionally, the patient should be carefully assessed for hearing loss or hearing changes throughout the course of drug administration. Patient teaching and education. Patient receiving aminoglycoside should be advised to monitor for sign of hypersensitivity and auditory changes. If any hypersensitivity reactions or auditory changes are there, then should stop the drug and use the drug alternative drug. This may be include tinnitus and hearing loss. A patient may also experience accompanying vertigo while on the medication. Patient should be advised to drink plenty of water while taking the medication. Female patients should notify their provider if pregnancy is planned or if they are actively breastfeeding. So aminoglycosides are not given to the in pregnancy. So these are contraindicated because what will happen if will given to the pregnancy woman, the fetal ototoxicity will occur. So these are contraindicated in pregnancy and breastfeeding women. Now coming to the macrolides. Macrolides are erythromycin, roxithromycin, clarithromycin, and azithromycin. All of you remember ESER, laptop ESER, ACER, azithromycin, clarithromycin, erythromycin, and roxithromycin. These are the macrolides. These are the macrolides. Macrolides have many membered lactone ring with attached sugar. Erythromycin was obtained from Streptomyces erythraeus, roxithromycin, clarithromycin, and azithromycin are semi-synthetic macrolides. And their mechanism of action. Erythromycin and other macrolide bind to the bacterial 50S ribosomal subunit and inhibit protein synthesis. They are bacteriostatic, but at high concentration, they act as bactericidal agent. They are more active at alkaline pH. These are protein synthesis inhibitor. They bind to 50S ribosomal subunit and inhibit polypeptide chain elongation and protein synthesis. These are bacteriostatic, sorry. These are bacteriostatic agent which suppress the growth of bacteria, but they will not, they do not kill the bacteria. A spectrum activity. Gram positive, Streptococcus pneumoniae, Clostridium diphtheria, and gram negative, Pneumophila, Bacillus pertussis, anaerobes like anaerobe, activity against upper airway anaerobes, atypical bacteria. All microlides have excellent activity against atypical bacteria including Lingiola, Pneumophilia, Chlamydia species, Mycoplasma species, Uroplasma, and other bacteria, Mycobacterium avium complex, Treponema palladium, and Campylobacterium, Borrelia, Brucella. Absorption. Erythromycin, variable absorption, 15 to 45%. Food may decrease the absorption. Base destroyed by gastric acid. So this should be given in entirely coated form. Ester and ester salt, more acid stable. Clarithromycin. Clarithromycin is acid stable and well absorbed, regardless of presence of food. Azithromycin is acid stable and food decreases absorption of capsules. These are acid liable. So this should be given in entirely coated form. Distribution and elimination of the macrolides. Extensive tissue and cellular distribution. Clarithromycin and azithromycin with extensive penetration. Minimal cerebrospinal fluid penetration. Clarithromycin is the only macrolide partially eliminated by the kidney and require dose adjustment when creatinine level less than 30 ml per minute. Hepatically eliminated all. None of the macrolides are removed during hemodialysis. None of the macrolides are removed during hemodialysis. Variable elimination half-life, that is 1.4 hours for erythromycin and 3 to 7 hours for clarithromycin, 68 hours for azithromycin. Therapeutic uses: atypical pneumonia, whooping cough, eradication of Corynebacterium diphtheriae, Campylobacter gastroenteritis, and concroid due to H. ducreyi, chlamydial conjunctivitis and urethritis. Haemophilus ducreyi, chlamydial conjunctivitis and urethritis. Drug interaction. Erythromycin and clarithromycin are inhibitors of cytochrome P450 system in the liver. May increase concentration of theophylline, carbamazepine, cyclosporin, phenytoin, and warfarin. Digoxin, valproic acid, astimazole, cispiride, ergot alkaloids. Mechanism of resistance. This with macrolides, acquired resistance will occur post-transcriptional methylation of the 23S ribosomal RNA. The acquired resistance can be either plasmid mediator or chromosomal. Cross resistance to macrolides due to production of drug activating enzymes, that is esterases and kinases enzymes are production, and this enzyme will inactivate the drugs. And production of active ATP dependent efflux protein that transport the drug outside of the cell. Production of active ATP dependent efflux proteins that transport the drug outside the cell. Erythromycin. Erythromycin mainly effective on gram-positive bacteria. Gram-positive bacteria like Staphylococcus aureus, Streptococcus pneumoniae, and these are in a uncomplicated urinary tract infection, for example, otitis media and pharyngitis. A lower respiratory tract infection, example pneumonia, Streptococcus pyogenes, Clostridium diphtheriae, and gram-negative bacteria, Treponema palladium, and intracellular organism like pneumophenia, Mycobacterium pneumoniae, and Clostridium trichomonas. And the absorption of erythromycin variable and absorption variable and unreliable due to instability in gastric acid. Food may reduce absorption of the base or the stearate. Time to peak plasma concentration is 1 to 4 hours. Distribution. It is widely distributed into the body tissue and fluids, crosses the placenta and enters the breast milk. And these are metabolized partially in the liver via N-demethylation to inactive. Excretion via feces and urine. Unchanged drug. Plasma half-life is 1.5 to 2.5 hours. So interaction, erythromycin plus benzodiazepine increase sedation. Erythromycin plus calcium channel blocker, they cause hypotension and bradyarrhythmia. Indication, these are given in respiratory tract infection, skin and soft tissue infection, susceptible infections, acne, prophylaxis of staphylococcal infection in patient with evidence of rheumatic fever or heart disease. Treatment and prophylaxis of ophthalmic infection and neonatal conjunctivitis. Clarithromycin. Antibacterial spectrum is gram positive bacteria, gram negative bacteria, and intracellular organism. So absorption, rapidly absorbed from the GI tract, and food delays the rate of absorption of clarithromycin, and bioavailability is approximately 50%, and they are widely distributed into the most body tissue. It enters the breast milk and distributed into cerebrospinal fluid. Plasma protein binding approximately 45 to 70%, and metabolism partially hepatic and converted 14 hydroxy clarithromycin. Partially it is hepatic and converted to 14 hydroxy clarithromycin. It is a active metabolite of clarithromycin, and excretion via urine and feces. And plasma half-life is 3 to 7 hours, 5 to 9 hours clarithromycin. And clarithromycin plus judovodin decreases concentration of judovodin. If the clarithromycin given with judovodin, this will decrease the concentration of judovodin. And indication for respiratory tract infection, skin and soft tissue infection, susceptible infection, and eradication of H. pylori associated with peptic ulcer, and respiratory tract infection, skin and soft tissue infections. Azithromycin. Azithromycin is semi-synthetic antibiotic. Antibacterial spectrum. It acts on gram-positive bacteria, gram-negative bacteria, and intracellular organisms. Its absorption rapidly from GI tract and reduced by food. Its absorption is reduced by the food, and bioavailability is 34 to 52%. At time to peak plasma concentration is 2 to 3 hours. IV 1 to 2 hours. And distribution, it is distributed extensively into the tissue, higher dose in blood, cerebrospinal fluid, and plasma protein binding. Metabolism, it is hepatic metabolism via demethylation. It is metabolized in liver via demethylation, and it is excreted via bile and urine. And terminal elimination half-life is about 68 hours. Its terminal elimination half-life is about 68 hours. And interaction increases serum concentration of digoxin, cyclosporin, and hexabarbital and phenytoin. Azithromycin uses. Route, it can be given IV or through mouth. It is given in upper respiratory tract infection, pharyngitis, and in tonsillitis, and uncomplicated skin and skin structures infections. Azithromycin bind with ribosomal receptor site in susceptible organism to inhibit protein synthesis. This drug is also delivered in a 7-day dose pack. It is used in Lower respiratory tract bacterial infection like pneumonia, Mycobacterium avium complex, and exacerbation of COPD and chlamydia. And this is also used in sexually transmitted disease, non-gonococcal, urethritis, and gonorrhea and concroid in men. These are the uses of azithromycin. And indication: skin and soft tissue infection, respiratory tract infection, uncomplicated genital infection due to chlamydia trachomatis, non-gonococcal urethritis due to chlamydia trachomatis, active immunization against typhoid fever caused by salmonella typhi, and commonly acquired pneumonia and bacterial conjunctivitis. Roxithromycin, it absorption orally reduced if taken after food. Bioavailability is about 50%, and it is widely distributed into body tissue and fluids. And roxithromycin is metabolized in the liver. Small amount metabolized in the liver, and it is excreted mainly via the feces and unchanged drug and metabolites via the urine and the lung. Elimination half life is 8 to 13 hours, and it may uh, interaction it may rise serum level of cyclosporin and digoxin. When given with digoxin or cyclosporin, this will increase the serum level of uh, digoxin. Macrolide side effects. Uh, Macrolide causes hepatic toxicity, and hepatitis with cholecystic jaundice occur with istolate and ethyl succinate after 1 to 2 weeks. Hypersensitivity reaction to istolate form, and stimulate motilin receptor in gut, causing increased gastric concentrations, and hasten gastric emptying and promoting intestinal motility. High doses cause reversible auditory impairment, and thrombophlebitis on IV use, and they cause QT prolongation. Macrolide uses: upper respiratory tract infection, otitis media, upper respiratory tract infection like pharyngitis, tonsillitis, and sore throat. And macrolides are also used in otitis media, lower respiratory tract infection like pneumonia, Mycobacterium avium complex, and anthrax. And it is used in ulcers uh, with H. pylori bacteria, uncomplicated skin infections. Uh, it is also used in sexually transmitted disease like concrete disease in men, chlamydia, and gonorrhea. And adverse effects are nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, abdominal pain, and liver toxicity. They inhibit P450 enzyme and cause drug interaction. And other other use of macrolides are anti-inflammatory property and motilin receptor agonist. The diffuse panpancreatitis, and these are used in cystic fibrosis and acute bacterial sinusitis and asthma, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, and chronic bronchitis and bronchiectasis. Thank you.